You watch what happens in New York, terrible. But you're going to see that same thing. And I hope it doesn't happen, but you're going to see it.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Picture election night in New York City. Confetti still hanging in the air, applause still echoing off community hall walls, and a 34-year-old Democratic socialist standing on stage with a message aimed straight at the White House.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
And at the center of this collision, President Donald Trump and Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani. For weeks, Trump publicly dismissed Mamdani as an extremist, a communist, even a danger to New York. He mocked his looks, his politics, and, at times, even his name. But according to 2 people familiar with the president's private remarks, he reportedly called him a talented operator, slick and a good talker behind closed doors. You might be wondering why the contrast. The answer sits in what comes next. Trump isn't just criticizing Mamdani. He's preparing to use federal power in ways that could shake the new mayor's entire agenda. He has already threatened to choke off federal funding, despite legal barriers that make such cuts difficult. New York relies on dozens of federal streams: transport, healthcare, policing. Any disruption would set off immediate courtroom battles. That legal exposure is so real that Mamdani has already vowed to hire 200 extra lawyers to defend the city. And then comes the bigger threat, a possible National Guard deployment. Trump has floated sending troops to clean up New York if Mamdani wins. Now Mamdani has won, and the city may be forced to relive the scenes Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles faced in previous deployments. Experts warn the legal limits are narrow. A president can federalize the Guard only for rebellion, foreign invasion, or enforcement failures. So the battle will turn on facts gathered on the ground: videos, documents, eyewitness accounts. New York's legal coalition is already preparing. And at rallies, the president continues sharpening his lines, tying Mamdani to what he calls the extreme wing of the Democratic Party.
If you want to see what congressional Democrats wish to do to America, just look at the result of yesterday's election in New York, where their party installed a communist as the mayor of the largest city in the nation. Remember, I've said we will never have a socialist elected to any post in our country. I used to say that, and I was right.
Allies say the White House sees political value in elevating him as a symbol of opposition. Now imagine being in Mamdani's position. You've just won the biggest municipal job in America, but before even stepping into office, you face the possibility of raids, troop deployments, legal cuts, and presidential attacks. So how does he actually push forward an agenda under this pressure? Start with the legal shield. Mamdani, Governor Kathy Hochul, and Attorney General Letitia James are already positioning themselves as a united front. Courts blocked Trump's attempted deployments in Chicago and Portland during his first term. Experts say New York could mount a similar defense. But the mayor's real power lies elsewhere, the city itself. He can direct funds to immigration legal aid. He can rally residents to document federal overreach. He can mobilize neighborhood networks, schools, unions, faith groups to protect immigrant families. And with the city's vast platform, he can amplify every incident, every overreach, every moment that shapes public opinion. That message resonates in communities already organizing to prepare for raids. It also challenges the NYPD, which must balance its refusal to aid civil immigration enforcement with its duty to maintain order. The road ahead isn't easy. Trump has shown he's willing to use federal tools aggressively, from funding cuts to prosecutions. But Mamdani, for his part, says he will work with the president if it means cheaper groceries or lower living costs. And you might wonder, Can two political opposites actually find rare points of alignment? Or is this duel set to define the next chapter of America's biggest city? That's the question New Yorkers, and perhaps the rest of the country, will be watching as this story unfolds.